to the edge of that. Yeah.
What's up YouTube, Chicho Gamer here with another Minecraft tutorial, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make fireworks and some cool things you can do with them. I'm going to also be showing you some different circuits you can create to actually launch the fireworks up in the air to make some pretty cool displays. I'll also be showing you some different arrangements of different items to actually create the different types of fireworks that there are. So I've already prepared sort of a small firework arrangement or a small firework display just to show you what it can potentially look like. So if I move backwards just a bit, you'll actually see the rockets launch up into the air and explode like so. And if I do it again, you can see it again with like stars with all different colors, yellow, blue, purple. There was some creeper heads there, some really big exploding stars and all sorts of stuff, as you can see there again. So essentially all that is controlling this is some circuitry that I've put under here, and then those holes there hold the dispensers, and all that's triggering it is obviously this tripwire here. So when I walk over this tripwire, the circuit gets activated and all of the rockets go up into the air. So now that it's becoming daylight, I'll just show you actually how to make this circuitry and sort of a few different types of circuitry that you can use. I'll also be showing you some different fireworks that you can make and how to actually make them. So I'll start off with the first sort of demonstration circuit, and I'm not going to explain in huge detail as it's pretty simple. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know what all of these items are, besides this one here. This one here is a dispenser, as you can see in my inventory there. It looks like that, and that is what actually holds the rockets. So I have some rockets there and some just extra ones for later, but they actually hold the rockets and is what shoots it up into the air. So I've also got some redstone, as you can see here, which looks like that in your inventory, and I also finally have some redstone repeaters, as you can see there. I also have a button just here to connect it all together to actually activate the circuit when you push it and make the rockets fire in the air. Now what these redstone repeaters are actually doing are actually causing a delay between all of these dispensers. So that is what actually makes them fire in essentially a pattern. So this one will go first, a second later that one will go, a second later that one will go, a second later that one will go, and so on and so forth. So you can do this with as many dispensers as you like, and it will still work. However, I'm just going to show you just now a really small circuit of it. So as you can see, when also you hit a repeater, it changes the amount or duration of delay. I have all these set from the start to 2 duration. I found that works the best in getting the sort of chain reaction that you want throughout them. So obviously if I come back here and press the button, they all fire into the air in sequence. So they'll all, that one will go, then that one, that one, that one, and so on and so forth. And it makes for a pretty cool sort of effect, to be honest, which I find this is my actual favorite effect, when they all fire like that. However, you can arrange it however you want. You don't have to put the repeaters, you can make them fire all at once, you can do whatever you like. I have another example here with this circuit here. Now I'll give you a bird's eye view of them just in case you guys want to make them, because I'm not going to actually go through an in-depth tutorial on how to make the circuitry. If you want one, however, leave a comment and I'll post a video in regards to how to make these circuits step by step. So this one right here is essentially the same principle. They run off, they go that one first, and a second later that one will go, and a second later that one will go. Once again, it's using dispensers, the redstone and the redstone repeaters on second delay. These ones are on the last delay, however I can change them to the second now. So once that is all done, this is being activated by this redstone torch right there, which looks like this in your inventory. Now what this redstone torch is actually doing is powering this circuit on. Now if the circuit is powered on, it won't continuously fire rockets. As you can see there are rockets in these dispensers. The only time it will fire is when the circuit is inactive and then is activated. And then you have a circuit here that actually is inactive, however is the same setup as that one there, besides the fact that this dispenser here is actually sitting on the block that contains a redstone torch. Now what this circuit is actually doing, or I'm about to demonstrate, is an inverse circuit. So what will happen is, I'll give you a bird's eye view just so you can make it if you want to, but what will actually happen is when you press the button here that will activate this circuit will light up and become red and active, and these will fire. However, when the button releases, this circuit will become inactive and this one will be active. So what it essentially is doing is, when this one is active, this area of circuitry here, whatever is on the opposite side of the torch will become inactive. And whenever this one is active here, whatever's active from this side of the torch on, when that is active, this will be inactive, and vice versa. So once again, if this area here is active behind that torch, then this will be inactive. And if this is active in front of the torch, this will be inactive. So I'll show you what I mean now. If I press the button, the front dispensers fire off, and then once that button is pressed, the back ones fire off. So if I go up in the air, once I hit it and show you, the front circuit is actually activated, and these three dispensers fire in a pattern, and then once this has been active and deactivated, this one then becomes activated and these three fire. So once again, in case you missed that, I'll show you again. That circuit's active, then the back one becomes active. And it gives for a pretty cool pattern if you're actually in a distance away. You see the first one's fire, and then it fires a bit further at the back. So that's just a cool little sort of circuit that you can do. I mean, you don't have to use a button. I've only used a button just to show you. I mean, you can click it as many times as you want, and it'll fire as many times as you click it. However, if you're actually demonstrating it, it's better to do it with a tripwire. So then you just walk through it and it triggers. So there, I'll give you once again a bird's eye view of those two circuits. So there's that one there, remembering that torch behind it, and then there is this one here. So all I've done in this one here that I've shown you is I've put these dispensers in a way that there are two rows. So this row isn't aligned because I found it easier to put that one a bit further back, and obviously again, if you are far back like this, you can't actually tell that they are not in line. They actually look like they are in line. Also, the reason why for the back one's going higher than the front one is, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. It's just the duration in which it takes for the firework to explode. So as you can see in there are dispensers, and then once again under here is all the circuitry behind those dispensers. Now I won't show you this circuit's a bit more complicated. However, you can do variations of the circuits that I showed you, or put both together even to form some pretty cool basic firework displays. Once again, if you want a tutorial on how to actually make one of these circuits, but a more complex one, for example like this one here, I will be more than happy to post a video. So now that I've showed you guys how to actually do the circuitry behind it and given you an idea of what you can actually achieve with the fireworks, I'm going to be showing you how to make them. Now with the fireworks themselves, once you've made them, this is what a firework looks like when they are complete. However, you don't actually have to have them in a circuit to dispense them. You can just place them on the ground and they will actually fire up into the air if you right click on the ground. However, that only allows you to fire one type of rocket. That is why the circuits come in handy, as you can fire heaps at the one time. So essentially, to make the fireworks, you first have to make a firework star or a fire star, and they actually look like, the firework stars actually look like these here. So what we are going to be doing is making our own. Now the way to make your own firework stars is you need three things. You need the effects, which are diamonds. Now what diamonds do, diamonds actually leave a trail. So when you fire the firework, it will leave a sort of a trail of color, or a trail where the fireworks path has gone. What the glowstone dust does is it actually makes it twinkle. So once the firework has exploded, it will twinkle the colors that you make the firework. This will also, the diamond will also sort of, when it explodes, it will leave a slight trail as it disappears. Now they are the effects. Now to get different shapes, you use the following items. A fire charge actually makes a huge ball. For example, if you fire a firework, it will, as opposed to the default small ball that it explodes in, it will explode in a much larger ball. The gold nugget actually creates a star shape. So when you fire it up in the air, it will explode into a star shape. The feather actually makes a burst, so it sort of pops and makes a really cool sort of display. And obviously these three heads here will create the different heads types. For example, if you put a creeper in, it'll explode in the shape of a creeper head. If you put a zombie head, it will explode in the shape of a zombie head, and so on and so forth. What comes next is the different colors. Now the colors are completely up to you. You can choose whatever colors you want. I know these aren't all the colors that there are. However, it's a demonstration of some of the colors that you can use. So obviously the yellow being from the dandelions, you put them into your crafting table and get the yellow color, and the green being from cactus, and so on and so forth. I'll put a link in the description of what gives you what colored ink, and also of where to get the items. For example, in the description I'll write where to get a gold nugget, where to get a feather, and stuff like that. However, if you're unsure about where to get any of these items, leave a comment and I'll let you know how to do so. So once again, you just pick whatever color you want. You can have more than one color. You can have as many as you want, so you can do an arrangement of colors. However, once you've picked your color, you can then create the fire star. And to create the fire star finally is you use gunpowder, which is obtained from creepers. The easiest way is to obtain them from creepers. So I'll actually show you how to make the fire star now. For example, we'll choose some effects. So we'll grab some diamond and some glowstone. We'll also grab the shapes, so we'll grab some fire charges, some gold nuggets, some feathers, and let's say a creeper head. We'll also grab a color. So I find the best colors are obviously colors that complement each other. So for example, blue, purple, and let's go with some yellow. So now that we've got the colors, all we need is the gunpowder to set it all off. So get quite a lot of gunpowder, as if you want to extend the duration, so the time in which it takes to fly up into the air and explode, then you're going to require gunpowder. So now I'll actually show you how to create them. So with the actual shape itself, for example, as I said, I'll just show you again, whatever is in this shape chest, you can only use one of these. So you can't have a, for example, as I said, the gold nugget creates the star shape, and the fire charge creates the huge explosion. You can't actually put a fire charge and a gold nugget into the same firework. It won't create a massive exploding star. You can only use one of these in each of your fireworks, as I'll show you now. So if you go to your crafting table, to make a crafting table, you just require wood planks, any type, in a sort of a shape like that. So that is all you need to create a crafting table. And once you have that, we can start making the fireworks. So as you can see here, there are the 9 blocks of the crafting table. Now to make the fireworks, first of all, you're going to require gunpowder. Now once you have that gunpowder, you can choose the color. So I'll choose, for example, in this one, some purple. And there you see, you have a purple firework. So as I said, the default is a small ball, as you can read there. It says small ball firework. So that will actually give you a firework star, only gunpowder and the dye. However, you can make it a bit more interesting than that by adding the effects like I said. So we'll add some effects now. So for example, we will leave a trail. So to leave a trail, you add diamond. And as you can see there, it says small ball purple trail. Now to, for example, if we want to make it twinkle afterwards, we'll add some glowstone. And as you can see there, it says small ball purple trail twinkle. However, I want this firework to be really big, so I'm going to put some fire charges, and then it will say large ball purple trail twinkle, and then we just grab, say, 5 of them. Once you've done that, you are ready to make another type. So to make another type, just get rid of these items and keep the gunpowder there. So now we'll make a different color. Say we'll make a cyan one. So we'll make a cyan one, and say we want it to twinkle afterwards, but we don't want it to leave a trail. We'll just put the glowstone. Say we want it to actually be the shape of a star, then we'll put a gold nugget there. However, if we try to, once again, as I said, you cannot put any two of the same items that create the shape. For example, you can't put a gold nugget and a fire charge in. You can't put a creeper head and a gold nugget in. You can't put a feather and a gold nugget in. You can't put anything that was in that shape chest together. So watch, if I try to do that now, for example, we have our gold nugget there. If I try to put this fire charge in, it will actually not create anything, like I said. So we can only have one of the things that are in the shape chest. So once I've done that, we can also, if we want, maybe add another color. So say we want it to be blue and purple when it explodes, we just add another color. And there you go. You have a star-shaped cyan and purple firework star that will twinkle. So say we'll grab 5 or 6 of them. And now finally, I'll show you the one with the creeper head. So once again, get rid of this. And say for this one, we want it just to leave a trail. However, we want it to be in the shape of the creeper head, but we want this one to be yellow. So there you go, that will be a creeper shaped firework star, as it says there, that is yellow, that will actually leave a trail. So let's grab 6 of them. So once we've done this, you can create as many fireworks as you want. I'm just showing you some examples. Actually, I will show you what the feather does as well. So we'll grab the feather, put it there, grab our gunpowder, put it there, and we'll grab, for example, the large ones. We'll make them big fireworks. We'll grab that, and say we'll do all the colors. So we put all the colors in, and the yellow, and say we want it, sorry, we've got to get rid of the fire charge. As I said, you can only have 2 of the things that make it a shape, and the feather actually makes it burst. So that is creating a shape. So we have to get rid of the fire charge to actually get that burst. So we may also want a trail, and we also may want it to twinkle. So we've got the twinkle there and a trail there. So there we have it, a firework star that bursts, that is going to be yellow, cyan and purple. It's going to leave a trail and twinkle. And we'll grab 5 of them. So once we have done this, it is time to actually make the firework itself. Now to actually make the firework, you are going to need the following items. You will need the firework star. As you can see there, there's some plain ones. However, we are going to use the ones that we have made here. So grab some gunpowder and some paper, and then the firework stars that you want to create the fireworks with. So I'm just going to put all these items that I have here into my chest, just so I can show you exactly what you need. So these are the items that you actually need to create the firework itself. You will need gunpowder, paper, and any firework star. It can be one you created or anything at all. So once you have them, go to your crafting table, place your gunpowder there, then place your paper, and then you'll see that actually creates a fire rocket. Now the fire rocket is literally a rocket that will shoot up in the air, and solely it won't have any color, won't have any effect. It will just be a white trail that won't even explode. So if we add our actual firework star, for example this yellow one we have here, and we click on them 6 times, we will actually get 6 firework rockets that will last for a flight duration of 1, that will be in a creeper shape with a yellow trail. So as you can see there, it has a thing called flight duration. Now the flight duration is actually quite important, as it is the amount of seconds or time it will take until the firework will actually explode. So as you can see there, it says flight duration 1. However, if we grab the gunpowder and put gunpowder underneath. So we have two areas of gunpowder with the paper and put a star in, we will actually get a firework that says a flight duration of 2, which means it will go twice as high as the one that says 1, or it will take twice as long as the one that says flight duration 1. So say we'll get 6 of these. And you can go as much as up to a duration of 3 with fireworks. So as you can see there, it says flight duration 3. So we'll get 5 of them. Now I'm just going to take these away just to create a duration 1, because the duration 3 and 2 go pretty high up in the air and they are quite difficult to see. So I'm going to make 5 of them. And there you have it. That is exactly how you make fireworks. So there are the fireworks there, and if I put them on the ground, I'll show you now, since it's nice and dark. For example, this one will be a burst with yellow, cyan, purple, with a trail and a twinkle. So we put that down there. There you go. It bursts up into the air, like so, and it twinkles at the end. Then you have this one that will be a large ball that is purple with a trail and a twinkle, and will have a flight duration of 3. So it's going to go pretty high in comparison to the other one. So we place that down, go up in the air. You can see how high that goes in the air in comparison to the ground, and it bursted in a huge ball. So I'll just do that again so you can see, put them down and see how high they go up in the air. And then we have our one that has a flight duration of 1, that is a creeper head with a yellow trail. So if I put that down and jump up in the air, you can see that actually explodes in the shape of a creeper head. So I'll try and get one that's facing us. No, this one it wants to be annoying, so we'll try again, and there you go, there's a creeper head. And the last one is actually that we made, the one with the duration of 2 and a star shape that is cyan and purple, and it will twinkle. So if we place that down, we go up in the air, there you go, it's in a star shape and it twinkles. So to show you that these fireworks will actually work inside of a dispenser, I'll just quickly place all of these fireworks, or some of these fireworks, in some of the dispensers that we have, just to show you that they will work. So there we go, and now we'll go over to our button and we'll see how they will look. So if we right click on the button, watch them all go up in the air in sequence, and there you go. As I said, there's some of just the standard fireworks that won't explode in there from before that I was showing you. However, the ones that actually do explode, you can see them right there. This is also a good comparison of the different durations or the different heights of the different fireworks. For example, the one with the duration of 1, it will only go very low, and then the ones with the duration of even more, for example 2 go higher, and then 3 the highest. So that is how to make fireworks and some different circuits behind them. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Hope you liked the video, hope you enjoyed it. And just quickly before I go, just an explanation of why these dispensers aren't actually exactly next to each other, and that is because when you're using more than 3, it gets quite difficult to make them. And when you are doing sort of what I'm trying to do, where they all actually go off like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a sort of a row, it gets quite difficult to actually make them go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a sequence. So it's better to have them organized like this. But as I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time, guys.